Hey everyone, welcome back to Movement Mondays. My name is Michael Perryman and I own MVP Therapy. So today I want to talk to you about something that I'm very passionate about, something that I spend a great deal of my time at work doing, and that's on injury prevention. So why do we get injured, and are there any contributing factors that causes us to get injured? Well, really, outside of acute trauma such as like a motor vehicle accident or maybe a sports injury like a linebacker totally blindsides you and then you tear your ACL in the process, there's really three contributing risk factors. The first one is a past injury. In fact, past injuries is the number one cause of why people get injured. In fact, past injuries contribute to about 2.5 times greater risk of why people get injured. And the second contributing risk factor is what we call asymmetries. And asymmetries are simply muscle imbalances. Third risk factor is motor control issue. Now, what is motor control? Motor control is simply the process in which your brain asks your body to perform a certain task, and your body responds by performing that task accurately and in the appropriate time. This is what brings me to my third Movement Mondays tip, is motor control. So, how do we get motor control problems or issues? Well, first we need to ask ourselves, what was the cause of the motor control? Was it possibly an injury to the neuromuscular system? It's possible, but could it also be that our body has created an imprint of a dysfunctional movement pattern due to pain or weakness? That's very, very possible. In fact, think about it. Everyone has sprained an ankle before, and what happens when we sprain that ankle? Well, we limp around and we hobble around and we try to get sympathy from everyone. But why do we limp and why do we hobble? Well, it's because when we step onto the ankle that we've injured, there's pain associated with that. And so our body has created a dysfunctional movement pattern to accommodate for the pain that's there. So it's a way of our body adjusting and helping us feel better. Well, weeks and months later, we're still hobbling around when really we don't need to anymore. But we still have that dysfunctional movement pattern. So how do we correct a dysfunctional movement pattern or a motor control pattern? Well, this is what brings me to my third tip. I'm going to show you an exercise, a corrective exercise that helps adjust motor control and correct motor control timing between the shoulders, the backs, and the hips. Hi, okay, so welcome back. Today's tip for my Movement Mondays, like I said, has to do with motor control. Now, there's a lot of different areas where we can improve motor control, but today my tip comes more for improving the motor control timing between the shoulders, the back, and the hip. And a lot of people call this exercise a quadruped diagonal. Some of you might know it as bird dogs, but either way, it's the same exercise. So how do we do this exercise? What we do is, first of all, we get down onto all fours, like so. And then what we want is our hands to come directly below our shoulders and our knees directly below our hips. So we want to be in this position here, like this. We want our head to be in a neutral position, like so. And here's the key between motor control exercises. Timing is everything. And so when you're doing these exercises, pay really close attention on the timing. You don't want to, when you perform an exercise, to do something out of sync because you're trying to correct a dysfunctional movement pattern. So here's what you do with this exercise. You're down on all fours, your back is strong, head in a neutral position, and the idea behind this is that you want to move contralateral limbs, meaning that you want to move left arm and right leg. And here's how you do it. It should look like this. The left hand should leave the ground, at the same time that the right leg leaves the ground. You extend all the way out, bring your knee and your elbow to the center, and then back out. And then you want your limbs, your hands and your feet and your knees to touch the ground at the exact same time. And then what you want to do after that is then do 10 to 12 reps, switch and do opposite arms. So now your right arm and your left leg. And then you want to do 10 to 12 reps, and you want to do about 2 to 3 sets of those a couple times a week. So again, try these exercises out. It's not hard. It's something that you can do at home. And again, thanks for tuning in to Movement Mondays. Again, this is Michael Perryman with MVP Therapy. My phone number is 480-532-1219. Give me a call. I would love to get you in for a free assessment and help out in any way I can. My website is www.mvptherapyaz.com, and you can also check me out on my Facebook page at facebook.com/MVPTherapyAZ. Thanks again, and I'll see you next week for my next Movement Mondays.